What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits, and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
These bandits, who were they?
Some thieving rabble. What do I know? Maybe those damned Cumans, but they spoke Czech. Ask the captive at the Melichars.
How did you manage to fight them off?
Well, we were lucky. Young Straw saw the gang a little way out of the village and ran to warn old Melichar. If it wasn't for that, none of us would be here.
It looks like you fended them off, though. I can't see any burned houses.
They had no time for that, but they've left us with fresh graves. Young Straw himself got cut up something terrible, and a few others. We've a number of wounded, and now the plague to crown it all. Christ preserve us.
Melichar, Straw. Those names are new to me.
They're locals. Melichar's been in charge here since old vassal Smil from Neuhof passed away. May God grant him eternal peace. And Straw, that's the local woodsman. Poor fellow. The bandits killed his son, and his wife has the disease.
Where will I find Melichar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melichar's is the house on the left.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. Makes me shudder to think of it. There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people. Like Melichar's wife, poor thing.
I'm looking for Matthias. I think he works at the stud here.
Matthias. Wait, I know. He's not been here long, isn't that right?
Not long, it's true.
Well, those bastards got him. He's laid up at the stud now. His arm's in a bad way, but at least he's still alive.
Thank you. Thank you, that's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Are you Melichar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
Listen, it's not your place to question Sir Radzig's orders. I don't give a shit about your damn scabies. Take me to the prisoner at once.
Scabies? Who the fuck do you think you are? My wife is dying and you make jokes about scabies?
Calm down.
I am calm. But I'll let you in on a secret. That bastard we captured also has the scabies. He's so feverish you won't get a word of sense out of him. So if nothing gets done about the plague, he's doomed along with the rest of us.
And what exactly do you think should be done? If you've got an idea, out with it. I'll be glad to help. If not, we're just wasting time chatting.
Well, it isn't much of a plan. Just a straw clutched by a drowning man.
So tell me, what have you got to lose?
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Maybe I can put my feet up for a while?
Lord, please end this. Please, no more suffering. Go away. Leave me alone. No. My God. No. Let me sleep. Stop.
You're from Melikar's farm?
Yes?
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no. Melikar forbade me to let anyone near him.
You don't have to let me in. You might just forget to lock the door.
But why would I forget to lock the door?
Well, you might find some groschen lying on the ground. That can make a person forget things.
Oh, I see. And how many groschen might be lying on the ground?
Are we agreed?
You won't convince me with that. It'll stay just between the two of us?
You can be sure of it.
All right, then. Take care.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
Stop!
God bless.
Lord, what are you punishing me for?
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need to talk to that captive.
Sorry, no one's allowed inside. Melikar's orders.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy, and I urgently need to question the captive.
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. I can't let you in. If you want to talk to the captive, you have to get permission from Melikar. Take care now.
I can't bear the pain.
It looks like he's caught that sickness. What am I going to do? If he dies, I'll be right back where I started. Jesus, he's sick too. I'll have to try and keep him alive.
For what?
Jesus, he's sick too. I'll have to try and keep him alive.
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife, you bastard.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. I can help her.
I don't want her taken, no.
There. You see?
What? Are you a quack?
something like that.
Then go to it. Go!
Fever. Just like Melichar's wife. Fever. Just like Melichar's wife.
Sweet Mother of God.
Huh? No. Clear off.
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
Please accept my condolences.
Thank you. My poor, good husband. I took care of him as much as I could, but this morning...
I'm sorry to hear that.
What do you need from me?
They sent me to the monastery for help, but I need to know how the disease shows itself.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
Tell me first. I need to go around other infected houses too, but then I'll be back and I'll help you.
Thank you. But please do come back. I can't do it alone. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
Anthony, my beloved Anthony.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
No, I'm not your brother.
Then go away. I want my brother. Brother, my brother, where are you?
Take care now.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
Yes, it's me, your, brother.
Everyone is nearly here. We need to get to Skalitz for the fair.
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes. Brother, lock the door. They're back again. Please, God, no.
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me. I'm your brother. I was gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, yes, I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty, terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell. I can drink a pitcher of water and right away I'm parched again. Good luck to you. Brother, are you here? Sweet Mary, Mother of God.
Agony.
Huh? Oh, shit, sod off.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God bless you, boy.
Lord,
It's about
please
time.
end this.
I need to know
Please,
exactly what you're
no
suffering
more
from.
suffering.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday. I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me.
For what?
I can't keep anything in. I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my thanks. I'll try to bring help.
Wait a minute, will you?
Mary, Mother of
I have one
God.
favor to ask.
I can't bear the pain.
Lord, please.
So tell me.
Please.
I need to write my will. Can you write?
I might manage that.
Excellent. So get writing.
Yes.
I, Vincent,
Make
son of Vincent, grandson of
stop.
Vincent of Mehoyed, do bequeath my estate and all my worldly goods to my wife Wilma. If my wife were to pass away with me,
Mm-hmm.
I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh,
Mama.
at this time the cobbler in Janovitz.
In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the layabout and good-for-nothing, inherit a single groschen, all customs and traditions aside.
Should I write that too?
Yes. And then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend, Father Fabian, presently the parish priest at the Church of St. Martin in Sasso.
Anything else?
This will was written down by... What is your name?
Henry. Presently in fealty to Sir Radzig Kobyla.
I can't bear the pain.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring so Fabian will know it to be truly from me. You can never be sure nowadays.
Sweet Mary, Mother of God. I can't bear the
Where can I
pain.
find Father Fabian?
Well, where do you think? In St. Martin's Church, of course.
Your son Elijah. What did he do to you?
Christ almighty. Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married, and instead he ransacked the house and ran off. The little fucker. Last we heard he was some jackhand in Sasso. Boozing, playing dice, lying and cheating for a living. Such a disgrace.
Oh, shit. I've had
All right,
enough.
I'll head off then.
Yes. Go now. Go before you catch the disease. Then where will we be?
Go away. Leave me alone.
Stop.
God be with you.
What's happened here?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands. Barely come out of that alive, and now the plague.
Plague, you say?
Indeed so. Something's up with the village. Even the livestock are dying. It's a gruesome sight.
I heard the bandits didn't get very far here, though.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now at Melikar's place. But then the disease came.
Thanks. That'll be all for now.
Farewell.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal, the blacksmith's boy, in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
Well, at least you haven't ended up begging like half the Skalitz folk in Ratai.
And I'd be grateful if it weren't for this broken arm and the damned plague. Jesus, Hal. Feels like I bring my bad luck with me.
It'll get better.
Certainly can't get much worse. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn! Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt?
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melachar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit. What happens after is no skin off my nose.
Good luck, then.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melachar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
I hear one of the raiders was...
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over there.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw.
I understand.
Good luck then.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid, the horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melikar and Straw have sick ones at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My God, did something happen?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well. I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.